Book review: Dream on Ramona Riley, a Clover Lake novel by Ashley Herring Blake. Ashley Herring Blake's Dream on Ramona Riley is a heartwarming and tender romance that explores themes of second chances, pursuing dreams, and the complexities of love. Set in the charming small town of Clover Lake, the story follows Ramona Riley, a local waitress who had to put her dreams of becoming a costume designer on hold, and Dylan Monroe, a Hollywood's trying to prove her talent beyond her famous lineage. When Dylan comes to Clover Lake to film a movie, she and Ramona's paths cross, leading to a rediscovery of a connection they shared in their youth. Plot summary: Dream on Ramona Riley tells the story of Ramona Riley, a woman who has seemingly settled into a comfortable, if somewhat unfulfilling, life in her small hometown of Clover Lake, New Hampshire. Once a promising art student with aspirations of becoming a costume designer, Ramona's dreams were derailed when she had to return home to care for her younger sister Olive after their father's accident. Now, years later, Ramona works as a waitress at local cafe, her artistic talents mostly expressed through her unique personal style and quiet acceptance of her life's trajectory. The catalyst for change arrives in the form of a Hollywood film crew who descend upon Clover Lake to shoot a romantic comedy. This disruption to the town's peaceful routine brings with it Dylan Monroe, a rising Hollywood starlet with a reputation for being somewhat of a wild child. Dylan, despite her fame, is seeking a sense of normalcy and a chance to prove her talent beyond her celebrity image. She takes on this role in a rom-com. Her acting skills to prepare for her role as a small-town waitress, Dylan decides to work at the local cafe where she meets Ramona. It's quickly revealed that Ramona and Dylan share history. They had brief, impactful encounter as teenagers, sharing their first kiss. However, Dylan doesn't initially remember Ramona, adding layer of complexity to their reacquaintance. Ramona, on the other hand, vividly recalls the moment, and the resurfacing of these memories stirs a mix of emotions: nostalgia, longing, and hint of resentment for the life she might have had. As Dylan shadows Ramona at the cafe and spends time with her around Clover Lake, connection begins to form. Dylan is drawn to Ramona's quiet strength, her artistic eye, and the genuine warmth she shows to the townspeople. Ramona, despite her initial reservations and the lingering pain of her unfulfilled dreams, finds herself increasingly drawn to Dylan's vulnerability, her desire for authenticity, and the undeniable chemistry between them. The small setting of Clover Lake plays a crucial role in the narrative. The close-knit community, with its quirky and supportive inhabitants, provides backdrop for Ramona and Dylan's relationship to develop. The familiar surroundings also serve as a reminder of Ramona's past and the choices she made, forcing her to confront the question of whether she's truly content with her life. Dylan's presence in Clover Lake challenges Ramona to reevaluate her priorities and consider the possibility of pursuing her own dreams again. She sees in Dylan a woman who, despite her fame and the pressures of Hollywood, is striving for something real and meaningful. This inspires Ramona to question whether it's too late to chase her own aspirations. The growing relationship between Ramona and Dylan is not without its obstacles. Dylan's fame and temporary nature of her stay in Clover Lake create a sense of uncertainty. Both women grapple with their own insecurities and fears. Dylan struggles with the pressure of living in the spotlight and the fear of being perceived as inauthentic, while Ramona battles with the fear of vulnerability and the belief that she's somehow stuck in her current life. A significant portion of the story revolves around Ramona's internal conflict. She has built walls around herself, protecting herself from the pain of disappointment and loss. Her past experiences have led her to believe that her dreams are unattainable and that settling for a safe, predictable life is the only realistic option. Dylan's arrival forces Ramona to confront these deeply ingrained beliefs and to consider the possibility that she deserves more. As and Ramona spend more time together, their connection deepens. Dylan encourages Ramona to embrace her artistic talents and to consider pursuing her passion for costume design. She sees Ramona's potential and believes in her ability to achieve her dreams. This support, while initially unsettling for Ramona, becomes a source of strength and inspiration. The narrative explores themes of second chances, the courage to pursue one's dreams, and the transformative power of love. It also delves into the complexities of small-town life, the allure and challenges of Hollywood, and the importance of finding one's place in the world. The climax of the story typically involves Ramona making a crucial decision about her future. She must decide whether to stay in her comfort zone or to take a leap of faith and pursue her dream, even if it means leaving behind the familiar security of Clover Lake. Dylan's role in this decision is pivotal, as she provides both the impetus and the support for Ramona to embrace change. The ending of Dream on Ramona Riley is likely to a resolution that sees Ramona and Dylan finding a way to reconcile their different worlds, whether this involves Ramona leaving Clover Lake to join Dylan or Dylan finding a way to incorporate Ramona into her life. The conclusion emphasizes the importance of self-discovery, the pursuit of happiness, and the power of love to overcome obstacles. The story celebrates the idea that it's never too late. Chase your dreams and that love can provide the courage and support needed to make those dreams a reality. Character analysis. Ramona Riley. Ramona is a relatable and sympathetic character. She is hardworking, caring, and deeply devoted to her family, particularly her younger sister Olive. Her decision to sacrifice her dreams for her family's sake demonstrates her selflessness. Despite her circumstances, Ramona possesses a quiet strength and a hidden passion for costume design. As the story progresses, she begins to rediscover her own desires and consider the possibility of a future beyond Clover Lake. Dylan Monroe. Dylan is a complex and intriguing character. She is portrayed initially as a wild child due to her upbringing and media portrayal. However, beneath the surface, she is intelligent, ambitious, and yearning for genuine connection and validation. Dylan's desire to prove herself and her willingness to step outside her comfort zone make her a compelling protagonist. Her interactions with Ramona allow her to explore a different way of life and confront her own vulnerabilities. Theme: second chances. The novel explores the theme of second chances in multiple ways. Both Ramona and Dylan are given opportunities to revisit past connections and pursue dreams they thought were lost. For Ramona, it's a second chance at love and a potential career in costume design. For Dylan, it's a chance to redefine her public image and prove her talent. Pursuing dreams. The importance of pursuing one's dreams, even in the face of obstacles, is a theme. Ramona's journey involves rediscovering her passion for costume design and finding the courage to pursue it again. Dylan's story also revolves around her ambition to be recognized for her own merits, independent of her family's fame. Love and sacrifice. The novel delves into the complexities of love and the sacrifices people make for it. Ramona's past sacrifices for her family and her present-day struggle to balance her feelings for Dylan with her responsibilities highlight this theme. Dylan, too, must consider what she is willing to sacrifice for a chance at a meaningful relationship. Small-town life versus big-city dreams. The contrast between the slower pace of small-town life in Clover Lake and the fast-paced world of Hollywood provides a backdrop for exploring the characters' choices and desires. The novel examines the allure and limitation of both lifestyles, suggesting that happiness can be found in unexpected places. Identity and self-discovery. Both Ramona and Dylan undergo a process of self-discovery. Ramona begins to reevaluate her life and consider what she truly wants, while Dylan confronts her public persona and seeks to define herself on her own terms. Writing style and setting. Ashley Herring Blake's writing style is characterized by its warmth, emotional depth, and vivid descriptions. She creates a strong sense of place in Clover Lake, capturing the charm and close-knit community of a small town. The dialogue is natural and engaging, and the romantic scenes are both tender and passionate. The author skillfully balances the development of the romantic relationship with the characters' individual journeys of self-discovery. Pacing and structure. The novel is well-paced, with a balance of character development, plot progression, and romantic tension. The story unfolds gradually, allowing the reader to become invested in Ramona and Dylan's lives and their growing connection. The structure of the novel effectively alternates between Ramona's and Dylan's perspectives, providing insight into their thoughts, feelings, and motivations. Overall impression: Dream on Ramona Riley is a delightful and satisfying romance that will appeal to fans of small-town settings, second-chance love stories, LGBTQ+ fiction. Ashley Herring Blake has crafted a compelling narrative with well-developed characters, a charming setting, and a heartfelt exploration of love, dreams, and self-discovery. The novel's emotional depth, engaging plot, and tender romance make it a memorable and enjoyable read. The book is likely to resonate with readers who enjoy stories that combine small-town settings with the touch of Hollywood glamour, characters who are relatable and easy to root for, a focus on personal growth and pursuing one's passions, a sweet and sexy love story with emotional depth. Themes of found family, community, and second chances.